Hello everybody and welcome back. Tonight's account came in just a couple of weeks ago actually from the Loch National Park, and it came from a gentleman who was fishing there with his friend, and it says, I would like to report something that happened to me and a friend when we were fishing the Loch last month. We are two fishermen from Scotland and we were fishing for pike in a small loch within the Loch Lomond National Park. It's something we both enjoy doing, and we try to get outdoors whenever we can. This happened at roughly 10:15 p.m. just some weeks ago, so sometime in autumn. We'd been there a while and the weather was cold, and we had fished for most of the evening, and at around 10 p.m. we decided to call it a day. We had stopped our fishing and we returned to the car to pack all our things away. And I hadn't mentioned to Richard that most of the time we were out there that evening, I'd had an uneasy feeling. I felt like we were being watched all the time, but I just kept it to myself. I packed away quickly, as by this time I was getting cold and hungry for something to eat. Packing my tackle into the car, I heard a loud whistle only about 50 metres away, which startled me. And as I said before, I was feeling quite nervous and anxious to get away anyway. I've fished this area many times, and I've never felt like this before. I looked around, but it was so dark that I couldn't see anything, or make out anything or anyone clearly. I would normally have put the noise down to an animal or a bird, to be honest, but almost immediately after the whistle, a medium-sized rock was thrown at my car. Luckily it didn't hit it, or it would have caused a great deal of damage. It landed with a thud, and we couldn't make out where it had been thrown from or by who. I hurried to my car and I took off and just got out of there. This area is permitted on my permit, so it wasn't as if we were poaching or illegally fishing. I couldn't think why anyone would be throwing a rock at me on a cold night in the dark. The houses are too far away for it to have been a dog walker, and we would have seen them on the day track, or at least heard them. We have seen the landowner on occasion when we've been here, but that's normally around lunchtime in the day. And I'm certain we were the only ones around the Loch that night. Both me and Richard, who is ex-army, were shaken and on edge. We still fish the area from time to time, and we will continue to do so, but not at sundown. I would like to add that I've spoken to a customer at work who claims to have seen two upright standing bears on occasion on one of the small islands within the Loch. I've kayaked to the island, and in fact I visited nearly all of them, and one in particular has a large population of wallabies and strikingly marked fallow deer. Well, I don't think this gentleman and his friend were the only people in the UK that have been fishing by a water source and been startled, shall we say, from something unseen. There are quite a few of them out there, aren't there? Were they disturbing somebody's evening meal? You know, was it that cold that he wanted them to hurry up and move on? I don't know, and we won't know. But reported to the papers, this, I think, would have been put down as a ghostly account at Loch Lomond, but I don't think it was ghost. I know what I think it was. But I'll leave it up to you to decide what you think it was. So until next time, goodbye.